Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, our VIPs and friends of ISS. May I invite you to please take your seats. The new building launch will actually commence shortly. One more housekeeping matter, if I may. Please switch your mobile phones to silent, or even better, turn them off altogether. We want to get your undivided attention for the next hour or so. We need to welcome the people joining us via live stream. So welcome, hi. Do note that the entire proceeding will be recorded and of course best viewed on a laptop or a desktop device. And with that, we anticipate the arrival of our guest of honor, Minister Chanchud Singh, in less than 5 minutes. So please sit back, relax, and get ready to watch the show. We've got an amazing launch activation ready to go, so thank you.
A very good morning to you. My name is Joe Augustine. I want to welcome you to the launch of the NUS-ISS building, the new NUS-ISS building. I'm coming to you live from NUS-ISS, and right behind me is this building we speak so much of. Now, on the way up to this building, of course, one gets the sense of immediately the curves of the building and the way it fluidly melds into the background. Lots of greenery, lots of possibilities, and that is really the promise that this building holds as well as we look into the future. Now, coming up in just a moment, we have a monumental event. We have a live audience as well that's joining us both in person in the Inspire Theatre that is inside this building. And I understand that online as well, you've joined us this morning. So thank you very much. In just a few moments, we'll be joined by our guest of honor, Minister Chanchud Singh, the Minister for Education. And until we come back with that, we will see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, guest of honor, Minister for Education, Mr. Chanchud Singh, Minister of State for Ministry of Communication and Information and Ministry of National Development, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, President of NUS, Professor Tan Eng Chai, Chairman of Institute of System Science, NUS, Ms. Janet Ang, CEO of NUS-ISS, Mr. Kung Chan Meng, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all both in person and online as well. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you this morning to the launch of the NUS-ISS building. My name is Joe Augustine, and as you can see, our VIPs are taking their position for the launch. This morning, we stand before a rejuvenated NUS-ISS building completed over a 2-year period. And this offers an inspirational, flexible, and innovative environment specially designed for learning, practice, collaboration, and social networking. We are truly excited to have for what is to come as a mark of NUS's signature investment for the next generation of digital talent. I see we are pausing for a photo opportunity. I shall step out of it to make the picture look better. So as you know, if it didn't happen on Instagram, it's not real. So we have the photographs we need. Now we shall proceed with the actual launch. And for that, I need our VIPs to turn around and face the building. That's where the launch mechanism is. So in front of you, you will see that we have some handprints. And what we're going to do is invite you one by one to sort of trigger off the launch sequence here. We're going to break new ground to venture into uncharted territories. And so to do that, to signify that we are launching rockets today, taking us to new frontiers. To launch our first rocket, may I invite Mr. Kung Chan Meng, CEO of NUS-ISS, on the countdown, because it's a rocket. We will do that on the countdown to launch that first of the part of the rockets. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Our next rocket is to be launched by the Minister of State, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao. Would you please do that as well? 3, 2, 1. I now invite Ms. Janet Ang, Chairman of NUS-ISS, to launch her rocket as well. 3, 2, 1. Professor Tan Eng Chai, NUS President, would you launch your rocket in 3, 2, 1. And now for the grand finale, we invite the Minister for Education, Mr. Chan Chun Sing, to launch the final rocket. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we officially announce the launch of the opening of the brand new NUS-ISS building. Round of applause indeed. May we invite our VIPs to take their place in the theater? Oh, hang on. We've taken the photographs, haven't we? Oh, we're going to do one more round of photographs, okay? So we'll join you in the theater in just a while. One more round of photographs because apparently we didn't get it on one of your social medias. Here we go. So if you turn around, please, we'll have another set of photographs before we join the team in the theater. Those of you who've just joined us online as well, welcome to the launch of the NUS-ISS building, newly rejuvenated, a process that took 2 years, as we invite our VIPs to join the in-person audience at the Inspire Theatre.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's rise to welcome the Minister of Education, Mr. Chan Chun Sing, Minister of State, Minister of Communications and Information, Minister of National Development, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, President of NUS, Professor Tan Eng Chai, Chairman of NUS-ISS, Mr. Janet Ang, and CEO of NUS-ISS, Mr. Poon Chang Mei.
Over the past 40 years, NUS-ISS has helped our industry to climb many learning curves as Singapore transformed into an intelligent island and now a smart nation. The construction of our new building is more than just a project. It is our investment for the next generation of digital talent. Through partnerships in corporate digitalization, digital academy services, and new modalities in learning, we will translate the joy of learning into high-impact business outcomes. The quest for digital excellence may have many twists and turns, but we will keep the learning journeys going and be the guide to cross the bridge to new opportunities. We have come a long way since 1981. Now, let's work together to shape the digital future for the next generation.
What an impactful journey it has been since NUS-ISS's inception in 1981. It's now my pleasure to invite Chairman of NUS-ISS, Ms. Janet Ang, to share a welcome address. Ms. Janet Ang, please.
Good morning. Can you all hear me? Okay, good. Minister for Education, Mr. Chan Chun Sing. Minister of State of Ministry of Communications and Information and Ministry of National Development, and past ISS board member, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao, and President of NUS, Professor Tan Eng Chai, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to all of you. I was getting a little bit nervous last night because the weather forecast was rain the whole morning. Well, thank you. The weather was great. So, I really would like to take this opportunity also to give a special shout out to several people in the audience today. Don't be shy, okay, if I call your name. Mr. Philip Yeo, Dr. Tan Chin Nam, Mr. Lim Swee Se, Mr. Michael Yap, Professor C.C. Hung. NUS-ISS wouldn't be what we are today if not for the vision provided by you, our founders and leaders over the years. So please give them a real big applause. And for those who are unable to join us as well. So it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our official opening ceremony of the new NUS-ISS building. Now, the new building marks our signature investment for the next generation of digital talent. It features inspirational, flexible, and innovative spaces that have been specially designed for learning, practice, collaboration, and networking. From the initial concept blueprint to moving into decanted premises while ensuring continuity of operations and navigating the various challenges brought about by the unexpected COVID pandemic. It has been quite a journey for the team at NUS-ISS. And here I would like to ask all of you to join me to give a big thank you and recognition to the entire team, Chan Ming and the entire ISS team for their hard work, dedication, and resilience, and for all the architects, the contractors, everybody in the whole village who have helped make what we are in today happen. Thank you. Now, I am proud to share that since 1981, NUS-ISS has continued to align its programs with national plans and priorities for digital capability building. More than 157,000 professionals, managers, and executives from over 8,000 organizations in the public and private sectors have enrolled in NUS-ISS programs through the years, which have helped them to sharpen their skills, grow in their careers, and enable their organizations to innovate and transform. NUS-ISS is constantly improving our curriculum offerings to ensure that they are future-ready and relevant to the needs of the industry and professionals who have trusted us with their skills development. Our unique portfolio of multiple learning pathways comprises a wide spectrum of programs in critical industry disciplines, such as digital leadership, software development, data science, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, product management, smart health, and digital innovation. Moving forward, NUS-ISS will continue to accelerate digital transformation across industries and boost the digital talent pipeline in Singapore and beyond through comprehensive partnerships with enterprises, trade associations, professional bodies, and institutions of higher learning. Corporate partnerships will continue to leverage NUS-ISS industry research and industry reach and experience to hire, train, intern, place, convert, and enhance digital talent. And NUS-ISS will be their guide as they cross the bridge from skills development to business transformation. Now, digital transformation requires sustained and scalable efforts to uplift the digital skills of the workforce and to ensure that no one is left behind. The proven operating model of NUS-ISS is being replicated to enable corporate digital academies without the need to reinvent the wheels. NUS-ISS is also leading the way in rolling out new modalities in learning, including innovative blended learning programs, which will be accessible anytime and anywhere globally. It is therefore with great pleasure for me to announce 9 exciting new partnerships forged between NUS-ISS and the industry. As you will see shortly, these industry partners are taking bold steps in the digital transformation journeys for their respective communities. And we thank them for entrusting NUS-ISS to play a role in turning their digital ambitions into reality. And I thank their respective leaders for joining us in this momentous occasion today. I would also like to shout out 2 very special ongoing partners of NUS-ISS who have crossed very significant milestones in the partnership with NUS-ISS. They are GovTech and NCS. Now, NUS-ISS is the appointed operations partner and a knowledge partner for the Digital Academy by GovTech. This is the first practitioner academy for digital skills, serving the whole of government. The Digital Academy was launched in June this year with more than 100 programs curated thus far and many more to come. NCS and NUS-ISS embarked on a multifaceted partnership in support of their Nucleus Talent Development Program, which provides structured and stackable learning pathways to accelerate the tech careers of their young talents. The first Nucleus cohort of the NCS of 100 highly motivated software architects and engineers have recently completed their first graduate certificate program with NUS-ISS. Congratulations to them. So this morning marks a major milestone for NUS-ISS as we charge full steam ahead in close partnership with our industry and with Singapore to shape the next curve of digital excellence. Thank you once again for joining us in the celebration, and I wish you a great time exploring our new building. Apologies, no doubt, no food, no drinks, so that we could make this happen, and mask on, but enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Sang, for that wonderful welcome and those words of inspiration as well. Can we give another round of applause, please? Good morning to the in-person audience. My name is Joe Augustine. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Singapore's first forcibly retired male model, but also available as an NFT very shortly. We have a great day lined up for you this morning. Could you also give a round of applause to Damien Cummings, the NC, earlier this morning? I think he did a wonderful job. Thank you. We are on to our next segment now, and as mentioned, we have 9 exciting new partnerships forged between NUS-ISS and the industry, and 2 ongoing special partnerships that we'll be recognizing. I'd like to invite the CEO of NUS-ISS, Mr. Kung Chan Meng, on stage to witness the partner recognition ceremony. And of course, I would also like to invite our guest of honor, Minister for Education, Mr. Chan Chun Sing, to join us on stage. Crossing every significant milestone this year in our ongoing partnership is firstly GovTech. Now, NUS-ISS is the appointed operations and knowledge partner for the Digital Academy by the Government Technology Agency of Singapore, a practitioner for practitioner academy that aims to groom future-ready digital leaders and accelerate the public sector's digital transformation. The new campus at NUS-ISS provides an innovative and conducive space for most of the Digital Academy classes. And I'd like to invite Deputy Chief Executive of GovTech, Mr. Henry Chang, to join us on stage to be acknowledged. Would you please give him a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chang. Next, another partnership that we'd like to recognize will be that with NCS. Since 2019, NUS-ISS has collaborated with NCS in its talent development program, Nucleus, which equips new hires with professional training to accelerate careers as they work on technology projects, while supporting commitment to champion digital transformation for the future. The first Nucleus cohort recently completed their first graduate certificate program with NUS-ISS. NUS-ISS also works with NCS in various areas such as internships and project collaborations, accreditation of NCS subject matter experts as adjunct teaching staff to teach in NUS-ISS, and technical training for mid-career NCS employees. Would you please help me welcome on stage Chief Executive Officer of NCS, Mr. Ng Kuo Pin, as we acknowledge this partnership as well. By the way, if at any point this morning anyone feels like clapping, just go for it. You know, Thank you very much, Mr. Ng. Now, in this next segment, we'll be recognizing our 9 new partners who come from the technology, healthcare, finance, and logistics industries. But before we introduce those partners, I'd like to ask the CEO of NUS-ISS, Mr. Kung, to be the first to sign on the pedestal. This is a symbolic mark of partnership between NUS-ISS and our wonderful partners. We're of course pleased to have Minister Chan be the witness at the partnership signings. Thank you, Mr. Kung. First, from the technology sector, we have Certis. NUS-ISS will be collaborating with Certis to deepen the technical skills capabilities of their staff as well as their ecosystem of partners through technical training programs and capability development in the areas of cybersecurity, software engineering, data science, and AI. Certis will provide internships and secondments and applied research project opportunities to NUS-ISS learners. Certis and NUS-ISS will also work on talent acquisition and career development activities, including recruitment fairs and seminars. I'd like to welcome Mr. Ng Wai Kit, Chief Technology and Organization Development Officer at Certis, on stage to sign the partnership. Mr. Ng, please. And may I invite all 3 gentlemen for a photograph, a photo opportunity in the center of the stage. Thank you very much, Certis. Next, from the technology sector, we have NTT Data. NUS-ISS will be collaborating with NTT Data Singapore in a skills capability building initiative where both parties have signed an agreement to train 30 to 50 trainees in the next 3 years. NUS-ISS will run a trainee Java development program where NTT Data staff will be trained in web applications development, DevOps, and agile testing. In addition, there will be internship and secondment programs, including case study development and advisory project opportunities to further boost tech talents. NTT Data will also participate in talent acquisition and career development activities, such as recruitment fairs and career advisory seminars. I'd like to invite Mr. Ramanathan Krishnapan, Managing Director of NTT Data Singapore, Australia, to the stage to sign on the platform. Congratulations. Could you remain on stage for a photograph, please? Thank you very much, Mr. Krishnapan. Next up, ST Engineering. ST Engineering is partnering with NUS-ISS for technical training programs and capability development for existing employees and new hires in Singapore and overseas. Sponsorship for the Master of Technology Software Engineering program via stackable route has been planned for an initial 30 participants. NUS-ISS will also co-develop and deliver technical training programs and capability development to the ST Engineering ecosystem of partners. ST Engineering will participate in internships, secondment, and applied research objects while supporting talent acquisition and career development activities. To sign on behalf of ST Engineering, I would like to invite Mr. Lau Tiam Beng, Chief Operations Officer, Defense and Public Security, and President Head of Digital Systems at ST Engineering. Thank you very much, Mr. Lau. Next up, we have an organization that I want to assure that I am responding to your emails very shortly, Visa. Small joke about bills there, okay. Through a collaboration with NUS-ISS on the Visa Technology Traineeship Program, this multi-year initiative will train Singaporeans for roles as test engineers and systems analysts. A similar initiative with Ngee Ann Polytechnic will prepare local talents for careers as cybersecurity analysts. To sign the partnership, would you please welcome Ms. Goki Muthusamy, Head of People, Asia Pacific, Visa. And we would also like to invite Mr. Patrice Chung of Ngee Ann Polytechnic to witness this signing as a collaboration partner of this initiative. Would you please welcome them both? And now we invite you to take a photograph as well. You can go. Thank you very much, Ms. Muthusamy and Mr. Chung. And to the audience, I promise I won't try any more jokes like that one. Up next, we have our partnership with the healthcare sector. The Kwong Wai Shiu Hospital has appointed as a Skills Future Queen Bee company for community care. Is partnering with NUS-ISS for a mentorship program on automation and digitalization projects for the community care sector. Further collaboration in the areas of contextualized NUS-ISS programs, we have training, consulting, and research for the community care sector are also being explored. We'd like to invite Dr. Ao Chi Chung, Chief Executive Officer of Kwong Wai Shiu Hospital, to the stage for the signing. Give them another round of applause. Next up, we'll be introducing our partners from the finance sector. And first up, we have AMTD Digital. NUS-ISS is collaborating with AMTD Digital in co-creating the cybersecurity training program for board members, C-suite leaders, IT, and cybersecurity professionals. NUS-ISS will leverage on its cybersecurity training expertise while AMTD will bring in the financial domain and other partners to create a world-class learning experience platform to bridge the ever-growing cyber skills gap in the region. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Osman Faiz, Chief Information and Operations Officer, AMTD Digital, to sign on behalf. Our next partner from the finance sector is the Bank of Singapore. Bank of Singapore is collaborating with NUS-ISS on a bank-wide digital transformation journey, starting with digital leadership training for the leadership team and future tech skill enablement for the staff. Future tech skills development includes training in Python, machine learning, and robotics process automation training. NUS-ISS has also been instrumental in providing the business process re-engineering training as a key module in the bank's in-house conversion program for operations staff. We would like to invite Mr. Baran Shari, who is the Chief Executive Officer, Bank of Singapore, to the stage to sign. Next, let's welcome the Institute of Banking and Finance. NUS-ISS works with IBF to train tech talents for traineeship opportunities in the financial institutions, enabling them to be upskilled in data analytics and software development skill sets. With a robust and structured training and practicum for trainees, NUS-ISS has trained 86 data analysts and 42 full-stack software developers since TIFP 2019. NUS-ISS has further leveraged the IBF skills framework for financial services to contextualize NUS-ISS programs for the financial sector's digitalization initiatives. May we invite Mr. Ng Nam Sin, CEO of the Institute of Banking and Finance, to sign on the pedestal. Now, last but definitely not least, we have our partner from the logistics and transport sector, the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. CILT's objectives are to enhance professionalism and promote continuous learning and facilitate career development amongst logistics and transport professionals. NUS-ISS is the content and training partner for the Certified Digital Logistician Program, offering digital transformation and digital business strategy courses. I'd like to invite Mr. Kamin Singh, Chairman of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, to add his signature. Thank you very much. A big thank you to all our industry partners who are leading at the forefront with taking bold steps in their digital transformation journeys for their respective communities. I'd like to invite back to the stage Professor Tan Chai, President of NUS, Minister of State, Ministry of Communications and Information, and Ministry of National Development, Mr. Tan Kiat Hao. Also Chairman of Institute of System Science, NUS, Ms. Janet Ang, to witness the synergy of these alliances. And at this point, it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Chanchan Singh, our Minister, to insert the NUS-ISS plaque on my cue into the partnership pedestal. Now, this will also trigger the video on the count of at the end of the countdown. So here we go. All of you, if you'd like to join in as well, please. 3, 2, 1. And with that, the building is officially launched. Now, Minister, we truly appreciate you being here today as our guest of honor. And on behalf of NUS-ISS, we'd like to thank you for your time and presence. Would you kindly make your way to the center of the stage with Mr. Kung, who will present to you with a token of appreciation. We've just been told that you may remove your mask for this photograph. A round of applause from the audience would help the smiles, I'm sure. And back to putting on masks, I'm afraid, yes. Well, with that, we come to the end of our program. Our guest of honor, Minister Chan, and our VIP guest will now be leading the stage for a guided tour of the building. Thank you very much. Can we give them a round of applause as they take their leave? We request for the rest of the audience, you kindly remain seated. We have prepared some light refreshments, and these will be served to you in your seats. So there is going to be some food and drink after all. Now, for those of you who would like to be part of a tour of the building a bit later on as well, we have Sharon and Bun Nam. Where is Sharon and Bun Nam? Okay, could you stand up, please? Sharon and Bun Nam. All right. Our two contacts for you. If you would like to go for a tour later on, please contact them and make an arrangement with them. They're more than willing to help. Our industry partners, please do return to join us at the Influence Room later at level 3 for an industry roundtable, and we look forward to see you then. We would also like to thank the crew for making all this possible, and those of you who have been joining us live on the stream, thank you so much as well for being part of this significant moment. We hope you have a wonderful day. My name is Joe Augustine. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Would you please give the NUS-ISS team a big round of applause as well. They have made it 2 years and are here.